Some coding agents mess up your repo or build something that you didn't ask it for, or even refactor something without needs. Yeah, this may happen a lot, and today I'll share how I'm handling it and what resource I'm using to avoid this kind of stuff. I'm talking about the Agents.md files. That is an open format for guiding coding agents, and it's pretty well adopted. More than 60K open source projects are still using it. So as you can see, it became a standard to the market by being used by Cursor, Windsurf, OpenAI Codex, even Debian, GitHub Copilot. So since it's been well adopted, a lot of people are using it, and GitHub did a very good job on creating some kind of research to analyze more than 2,500 files and create a kind of guidance or example of how should be a great Agent.md files. And they realized that should be covering 6 core areas, and your agent will be way more efficient. These are the 6 areas that GitHub provides as a best practice for us, and it starts with the comments. It's the executable comments that you put in your file, and the main lesson that I heard here is put it earlier on your file. And of course, put all relevant comments for make sure that the agent knows your environment, know what to do and when to do. It's been avoiding a lot of stress by myself, because since I put it there, agent stopped working from nowhere, stop asking dummy questions about what should be doing and what command to run and etc. So this was pretty straightforward, but helped me a lot. Second, project structure. It's important that AI can map your project, understand your architecture and all your patterns. For example, if you are using some kind of domain-driven design pattern, so let the agent know, and it will be way more efficient by knowing that and understanding the whole structure from your project. Also, we should talk about the tech stack in a very specific way. Don't tell the agents that we are using React or you are using modern layouts. You must specify frameworks and tools, which the versions that are you using. It will help the agents to understand better documentation, to not put wrong syntaxes or not find wrong documentation. Since I put this there, way more efficient, way more precise, no more, I'll say, syntax error, or no more tries to put comments that didn't exist in the version that I'm using. So it's been very good to have that there. And I'll show on my example that I have pretty much detailed in here because it helps a lot. For that case, be specific matters a lot. Also, it's important to talk about coding style with your agent. Tell the agent what to do and what not to do. It's important to show examples, not write texts. So if you have strict patterns or strict standards from you or from your team, put code samples. Code is the key here, not telling it something like, okay, don't mess up with variable names. Show examples, okay? It's important to make agents more efficient. Then the boundaries. You should say what agents must never do, or what you don't expect from the agents to do. So for example, I have always put this kind of instructions like never commit secrets, or never put sensitive data into a repository, or never perform drive-by refactors. It been avoiding a lot of stress, and I'm not getting this kind of problem or issues that a lot of people has, like, okay, the agent decided to refactor everything by improving performance or whatever. So say to the agent what don't do. It's important, okay? The last one on these patterns is about Git's workflow. So, like you say to your team, like you document to your team how they should work on the branching naming, commit formats, PR requirements, and must-haves, do the same for your agents and be specific and tell the agent how you want that the agent does in terms of Git workflow. It's critical when you allow your agents to create brands or create PRs, right? It's been helping a lot, and it's been very good to see how standard things came from this, okay? So these are the 6 core areas that you must cover on your agent file. So be strict on that, put on that, and let's see how I'm doing it. But before showing my agent files, I want to share something that I learned about Codex specifically that I'm using a lot, but it being also used by Cursor. That is the Agents.md hierarchy. So using Codex, you can have on your root folder Codex agent that will tell the agent your personal and global preference. It will be applied to all projects, and it's being used every time that you raise a prompt to the agent. But important, this is the lowest priority, and it will be overridden overridden by the project folder and rules. Okay, but having that helps to, even when you wanted to try out some very specific things or trying things in a new way, helps a lot. Then you have the project agents file that is pretty much the same for any coding agent. It be placed on the root folder for your project, and it's called Agents.md, and then it will apply only for this project. Okay, it will override the global rules, but not the folder rules. And this is a tricky that I learned about the folders. If you want to have some specific instructions for a specific part of your project, that you have different rules, or you have specific needs for that part, like in this folder, you have an API integration with an external partner, and you have to follow their standards, not yours. You can use the folder to define the agents in there. And these specific rules will be applied only this folder and is the highest priority, right? So if there is any conflict, for example, in my project, I use a Pascal case variable name, and then on the specific folder, I don't want to use it, it will be overridden, okay? So it's very good, it's been very good, and it's been very helpful. So Codex read all three levels from top to bottom and merging every rule, right? Respecting the priority, respecting the hierarchy here. This is very good. Let's check now a good example, or what I'm using as an agent file for this project. So remember, this is your contracts with the agent. Agent will respect it, right? So first, what I like to do is to define a little bit purpose of this repository. Okay, so you can do it. No huge details, no business rules. This is not a vision of the product, whatever. So just minor sense of the purpose of the project and the repository. Then, like I said, comments earlier, right? So I put here my comments almost at the beginning of the agent file, and also defining the tech stack. And like I said, here I have a lot of details for everything that I feel that is important. So framework tools, backend database, UI and styling, other tools that I'm using, build and performance, and etc. So this is very important. It's been helpful because the agent stopped it to hallucinating about some kind of syntax or some type of features that they try to use in the different versions, right? So this has been good. Then the high-level architecture, pretty much straightforward, nothing really mind-blowing here. And the boundaries. Now the boundaries is my preferred area where I'm trying to condensate everything that I wanted to agent to do and not to do. So I put some kind of follow order on how it should be working, and then I add a lot of must not do. So the forbidden rules, the boundaries, strict boundaries. So never commit secrets is here, not perform broader refactors, clean up unrelated code that is forbidden. So agent is respecting it and being strict to the request, I'll say. Then I have a lot of different instructions over here. One that I'm liking and enjoying is about file size and complexity to maintain code maintainability. So lines per file, React components per file, functions per file, API hold handlers, conditional nesting. So I put this kind of rules to check if my agent can provide a better code, and it's been good. I mean, I can't complain right now. Of course, this is a small project, but anyway, right? So a lot of instructions over here. I will not pass one by one, but as you can see, you can define a lot of stuff here. Now, another thing that I want to share that is being very useful is about naming conventions. So you can define the naming conventions the way you want, and the agent will respect it. So this is about agent files. So I hope that you can use it and you can improve your agent efficiency and stop the mess that agents sometimes do when trying to code by no rules. See you soon on the next video. Bye.